welcome back to my channel. So today I have this fun eyeshadow look using the new Colourpop Stone Cold Fox 30 pan eyeshadow palette. I did do another look using this palette. So that video was like a first impressions where I used the palette for the first time. So this is my second look using this palette. And I also have swatches of every single shadow on that first video. So I can definitely link that for you guys in the description box. But this time I wanted to do a full matte eyeshadow look using this palette because there are a ton of gorgeous matte shades in here. And I know that some people don't like a lot of metallic looks, especially if you are a little bit older. Sometimes it's not that flattering. So definitely matte shadows are a must. I love matte shadows, so I wanted to kind of keep this look full matte. And I also kind of did a cat eye using the eyeshadows, which was really fun and actually super simple to do. So if you guys want to see how I got this eyeshadow look using this one palette, then please keep on watching. Okay guys, so you can see that I do have this eye completed. So I did not put concealer on this eye because I'm going to do it after, because I am going to use a little bit of tape for this look. So I just have like a regular good old Scotch tape. And I'm just gonna place it right along this line over here. So as you can see, I'm placing it right along that line. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna be just a little bit of a guideline just to kind of create that nice cat eye effect with the eyeshadow. So it's just a little trick that I'm going to do today. And let's just get started with priming the eyelids now. I do have my brows done and I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel where I will show you guys my full brow routine, so I can link that in the description box. So right now I'm going to prime my eyelid using this NARS Tinted Smudge Proof eyeshadow base in the shade Light. And I like this because it has a little bit of coverage to it, so it creates a nice blank canvas on the eyelids. I'm just roughly placing that and then I'm gonna blend it out with my fingers. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into this beautiful new palette from Colourpop, the Stone Cold Fox 30 pan palette. I have a lot of colors to choose from and they are all nice and neutral and kind of cool toned. So I'm gonna go in with this big Colourpop blending brush. This is their E2 brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade called Fascinated. And this is just like a really nice matte, kind of like stone gray. So as you can see, this is kind of like a taupey kind of gray shade. It's nice and matte and it's a really beautiful like cool tone neutral. So just because we have that tape there, it kind of just makes things a little bit easier for the outer corner. You can just kind of go crazy there and you know that you will have that nice line. And now I'm gonna go in with this thinner kind of blending brush. This is the Colourpop E22 brush. I'm gonna go into this beautiful, really nice, kind of cool toned gray matte shade here called You Rock. And I'm gonna just pack that shade also into the crease and really kind of blend it in there. So as you can see, that shade is definitely more cool toned, whereas the other one had a little bit more taupiness and purpliness to it. This shade is like a true kind of blue tone gray. Still with the same brush, I'm going to go into that same gray that we were just using, and I'm going to make sure that I place that all in the lid area and really pack that in. So I'm just kind of pouncing that shade right in the lid. That's kind of going to be our lid base. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this Colourpop E23 brush and I'm going to go straight into that beautiful, nice matte black shade in the palette, and I'm going to place that all along the outer corners of the eyes and kind of create the nice cat eye look that we have going on. So I'm just starting on the outer corner and I'm kind of just dragging that black shade along where we have that tape. So as you can see, I'm kind of dragging that black quite high up there where the tape is, just lightly creating the line there. I'm not going too far up, I'm just kind of sticking right to where we have the base of the tape. And you guys will definitely see the magic of the tape once I pull it off, because it is great. It just keeps a really nice, clean guideline. Okay, so now I'm going back in with the Colourpop E22 brush. I'm gonna go into this shade here called Rumor Mill, and I'm going to kind of blend out a little bit of that black shadow kind of towards the middle of the eye there, and just make sure that everything is quite blended. As you can see on this side, everything's gonna get a little bit more dark and blended towards the middle of the eye there. I'm just taking that shade a little bit towards the crease while also blending out a bit of that black shadow. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this Colourpop liquid liner. This is their black shade numero uno. And I'm just gonna line the upper lid there and kind of go a little bit towards the outer corner. Okay, now going back in with that pure matte black shade in the palette, I'm gonna go in with this Colourpop E27, a small pencil brush, and I'm just gonna kind of pack in more of that black shade, kind of where we have the liner there, just making sure that everything is blended and really deepened in the outer corner. As you can see where we had that liquid liner, you're not really gonna see any kind of line anymore. It's just gonna kind of be blended in with that black shadow. And it looks nice and deep towards the outer corner. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the tape. And as you can see, we have a nice clean line, kind of clean. I'm just gonna use a bit of a wet wipe just to kind of touch it up a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna finish off the rest of the concealer on this side of my eye, and then I will be right back to finish off this completed eye look. Okay, so the concealer is on, and now to finish off the eye look, we have to do the lower lash line. So I'm actually gonna first start with this Colourpop Creme Gel Liner. This is in the shade called Hustla, and it's kind of like a gunmetal gray with a little bit of like metallic glitters inside. It's really beautiful. So I'm just gonna place that in the waterline. Okay, so now I'm going back into that Colourpop palette. I'm gonna go in with their brush. So this is the Colourpop E30 brush. It is just like an angled brush, and I'm gonna go back into that nice matte black shade and just line the lower lash line all the way with that black shade. So first I wanna deepen up the lower lash line just with that nice rich black shade. And I'm gonna go in with this small pencil brush. This is the Colourpop E28 brush. I'm going to go back into that shade there, that nice gray shade called You Rock. And I'm just gonna blend out that black eyeshadow and just kind of really smoke everything out using that gray shade to kind of lighten everything up a little bit. Okay, so although this is a full matte look, I do want to add a little bit of kind of metallic shine on the inner corner. As you can see, I did on this side of my eye. So of course, if you guys don't want to, you can leave it completely matte and it still will look really beautiful, but I do want to add a pop of shine just on the inner corner. So I'm going to use this Colourpop Jelly Matte Shadow. So this is in the shade called Mojave Moves. It's a really beautiful kind of like white champagne. It is really gorgeous and shiny and glittery, and I love these jelly matte shadows. So I'm just gonna place a little bit of that on the inner corner with this Colourpop brush. This is their E29 brush. So a little bit of this goes a long way. As you can see, I'm placing it on the inner corner and kind of dragging it a little bit on the lower lash line there. Okay, so now I'm just gonna put some mascara on the top and bottom lashes. I'm gonna use the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. Okay, so now this is optional, but I am going to pop on a pair of false lashes. These are just a pair that I got from eBay, and I will link the specific style in the description box. And I also am using the House of Lashes lash glue. This is just their clear brush tip lash glue. I really love this one. So I'm going to pop on these lashes. Okay guys, so there you have it. There is my completed eyeshadow look. I really love the way it turned out. I love how it's like all matte and very cool toned, except for the pop of metallic kind of shimmer we have on the inner corner. But of course you can leave that out if you want to keep it like completely matte. I really do love that eyeshadow palette. I think it is so versatile. You can do so many looks using it. And this is my second look because I did film a kind of first impressions tutorial using it. And I did swatch all 30 shadows on that first video, so I can link that video in the description box. And I would love to know what you guys think of this look, if you guys are gonna try it out for yourselves. If you do, then please tag me on my Instagram at JULIASALLURE. I would love to see your recreations, so that would be great. And if you guys like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!